Hi everyone, Nick Kratikos here with Nick's Seasonal Decor. You're watching me today on Hometalk. This video today is sponsored by Jacobson Floral in Boston, Mass. So this is the wreath that we're going to be working on, and we're going to turn it into something beautiful. So let's get started. Alright, so I have a whole assortment of supplies today. We're going to try to keep it with the rustic, snowy, winter white theme. So what we have is we have some of these flocked branches. They have artificial snow, and what we also have is this reindeer. This is made out of like little wood sticks. I think this is really, really cool. We're going to incorporate that into the center of the wreath. These I don't believe I'm going to be incorporating, but it just gives you an idea as to what you can add. These are kind of like jute, poly, burlap type snowflakes. We also have these burlap ornaments. These are red. I have the same ones in jute. We have some of this. This is frosted eucalyptus. I don't believe naturally eucalyptus gets snowed on. It's probably in a more hot climate. But we have that. We're going to work with that. We also have some of this, snow-edged ribbon. This is a burlap ribbon. So we're working with a lot of burlap today, as you can see. We have some of this, which is variegated leaves. We also have some of these frosted berries. These are kind of like a darker berry. These aren't super bright. Let's see what else we got. We have some of these, which are my favorite. These are snowed-on hydrangeas. These are limelight colored hydrangeas. And we'll be incorporating 3 of these. So basically everything you see, we're going to be incorporating 3s around the wreath.
Good morning, Kim.
Good morning, you guys. We also have some flocked leaves as well, and we have these ornaments like I talked about in the beginning. But yeah, let's get started. So I already did the ribbon to save some time. I know you guys don't want to see me cut 100 different ribbons, but what we're doing is we're taking this. We're measuring out 22 to 23 inches, so that's 17. Here's a few more, and then we're going to snip it. Like that with your scissors. So this is how long the ribbon should roughly look. We're not going to create a giant bow on this. I think it'll take away from the deer, so we're just going to accent with ribbon. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to cut the ribbon at an angle. So what I did was I folded the ribbon in half, cut from the center out towards the edge, out towards the wired part, and that's how you get a nice dovetail cut. So as you guys come in, let me know what the weather's like for you. Today was probably the coldest day we've had since last, winter. It's been really cold today. 27 degrees today. It was 70 and sunny last week, so it's just crazy how fast the time changes. So now what I'm doing is I'm just taking the ribbon, gathering it like this, making one loop, and then folding it in half again, pinching in the center, and then putting one pipe cleaner like this.
Good morning, Tennessee, Florida, Carolina, Myrtle Beach.
Good morning. So I have some very exciting news for you guys. This year, me and 4 other designers collaborated, and we created a video which has 5 individual tutorials within it. It's called Creator's Digest, and we're offering that for sale this year. It's something that you've never seen before. It's never been done before, where designers get together and create a collection of videos. And this is going to teach you guys how to make your home more beautiful. It's going to teach you all the tips and tricks to create the designs. So we're going to be creating a wreath. I'm creating the wreath. We got Mill and Dill Designs, Terry from Mill and Dill Designs. She's creating a centerpiece. We got Clara Nicole from Clara Nicole. She's crafty too, and she's creating a mantelpiece. We got Julie Samako of Southern Charm Wreaths. She's creating a beautiful tree, and we got Damon Oates from Deco Exchange creating 2 front planters with the lantern. It's just they're all just so beautiful. So if you buy this tutorial, you guys learn how to make your home beautiful from the inside out completely. We teach you all the tips and tricks to make it beautiful. Alright, so what I did with this, when it came from China, it looked like this. It was all flat, it was all squished. I don't like my wreaths like that. Some people work with the wreaths just like the way they come. I don't like that. They are compressed and they're squished, and that's not the way I like to design. So what I do is I take each and every single branch and I pull them out. So this wreath naturally is more whimsical. As you can see, branches stick out everywhere, which is kind of the design we're going for today. So like I said, what I did was I took every single branch, pulled it forward, and I pressed it in one general direction. As you can see, all the greens are going in a circular motion. I would never take these greens and face them going that way, going against the grain. Think of it like wood. You want to go with the grain. So I did make sure that I went in one general direction. We have this reindeer. I already put the pipe cleaners on, but just to show you guys, what I will do is I'll pull them off.
Good morning, Kathleen.
Good morning, you guys. Again, let me know what the weather's like for you. I'm jealous for all of you guys that are tuning in from, more southern climates, hotter climates. So we're using burlap colored pipe cleaners. Make sure that they are kind of matchy with whatever you're making, for the fact that You don't want to be using a bright neon pink pipe cleaner where you will be able to see it. At least this blends in. I'm taking my staple gun and I'm stapling.
Wow, 16 inches of snow in British Columbia.
16 inches of snow? That's crazy. I think it snowed in Ohio the other day, unless I'm just going crazy. What I would do now is I would put hot glue on either of these and make sure that they're really in there. You know, use 5 or 6. You could even take a piece of wire, make a U-pin, and poke it in. You do want to make sure that it is in. So, you know, this is what I would do. Here I have my hot glue skillet. All I have is a scrap stick. You know what, we'll do this now so that by the time we incorporate it in, it will dry. And then you just want to be quite generous with the hot glue. You do want to make sure that it's in. So all I'm doing is applying hot glue over the reindeer. And this hot glue is kind of at a medium heat. This is a glue skillet. In one of the Hometalk videos, we did sell out the glue skillets on Amazon. So I'm sorry if you cannot find it or cannot find it at the price that it was available at. That is my fault, and I, feel awful about it. But I'm glad that a lot of people are realizing how awesome that tool is. So we're going to put that to the side and let it dry. Like I said, we made a bunch of these already. All this is a 2-loop bow in a sense with 2 tails. And I did make sure that I went in each one and cut a V-cut. But now what we're going to do is we're going to incorporate these. So these came from Jacobson, like I said. All the materials you see here came from Jacobson Floral. They have a website and they ship within the United States. And they have an in-store location in the heart of Boston, which I go to school in Boston. So it's only like a 2-minute commute from my school, which is amazing and bad at the same time because I spend lots of money. But they have all of these great products and more at their location.
Hi, Michelle from Groveland, Mass.
Ooh, Groveland, that's close to us. So these, which makes it very easy, you don't have to cut them off. These were all just, placed within the stem. So what I'm doing is I'm just pulling a handful of them out. I already have some already pulled out. And we want a little bit of color. We want it to look a little wintry. So what I'm going to do is take my glue skillet. I do have it on a metal stand. I would make sure I wouldn't have it on plastic. As you can see, it does melt plastic. So put it on a ceramic tile. Go to Home Depot, get a cheap tile for like 20, 30 cents, and put it on. And now what I'm doing is working these in the same direction that I moved the greens. So all of these greens are going clockwise. Make sure you work your picks going in clockwise. See, if I went this way, it would just look awkward. It really would. Okay, let me show you what I'm talking about. If I went against the grain, it doesn't look right. So always work with it in the same direction. I'm being quite generous with the hot glue.
Hi, Jamaica. Hi, Australia.
Hi, you guys.
Hi, Greece. Yes, us.
So we are Greek. I went to Greece a few years ago, me and my sister. It was absolutely beautiful. We got to meet some family that we've never met before. It was awesome. So I am the one creating the wreath for Creator's Digest. I think the wreath came out absolutely beautiful. Not to toot my own horn, but it's absolutely beautiful. I love it. I think I'm keeping it for my own house. That's so much I love it. But if you want to see pictures of that, go to creatorsdigest.com. The link is posted in the comments section. It's the first comment. However, if you cannot click the link, no worries. Just go to a desktop computer, and you should be able to if you're on your phone. Sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes it does.
So where do all these materials come from again?
So all of these materials came from Jacobson Floral in Boston. They have a million different products. The first time me and my dad walked in there, we almost passed out because there's so many different options, and I was in heaven because, imagine having 100 million different colors of ribbons that you could choose from. But they have every single thing you see here in multiple colors, multiple styles. So when I went to pick out the products that I was going to use for this video, I expected to be in and out in, half hour, 45 minutes, and it took me and my dad like 2.5 hours because we just couldn't decide. So many different things.
Well, they have so much stuff there, and the quality is awesome.
Awesome.
You could easily spend hours in there.
You really can.
It was very nice of Jacobson's Floral in Boston to sponsor this creation. We want to thank Laura for making this happen.
We do. They're amazing. They're so sweet there, too. Every time we walk in, they know our names. It's funny.
So
Good morning,
if
Nick.
you guys ever go to Jacobson's in Boston, make sure you mention Nick.
Yeah, make sure you mention
John,
that.
and Diana for us.
Yeah. They'll take care of you, I promise. Alright, so just keep working around until you think you have good coverage. I do want to add a good amount just for the fact that I really like the way they look when they protrude like that. If you want to make this more compact, you certainly can. It doesn't have to be super airy. I kind of like this design. This style of the wreath is more of an open design. However, like I said, Jacobsen says a million things, so you could find a more compact, traditional wreath.
Nick, people are asking about your collaboration again. What is it exactly?
So this collaboration is 5 designers we got together. This is a dream come true for me because, you know, those designers have been watching for a while, and I just can't imagine that I was included in it. But it's 5 of us, and we each designed a beautiful piece that we taught you guys how to make step by step. All of our videos are so in depth. It's just crazy. I mean, I watched each and every single one of them multiple times actually, and you know, we take it step by step, close-ups, high quality videos. So I created the wreath. Terry from Mill and Dill Designs created a centerpiece. Julie Samako of Southern Charm Wreaths created the tree. Damon Oates from Deco Exchange created his awesome planters outside. And Claire Nicole, she's crafty too, created the gorgeous mantle, which I'm obviously going to implement into my mantle because, you know, it was just gorgeous. I mean, all of these things were just amazing.
Yes, Nick cuts glue sticks in small pieces and puts them in the glue pot.
That's exactly what I do. So I have a glue skillet. Let's get them close up on that. If you have not seen one of these, you are missing out big time. It is a glue skillet made for hot glue, and I chop up AdTech glue sticks and I place them inside my glue skillet. You can buy the glue pillows or the fancy other stuff. I don't. I think glue sticks work fine. I've been working with them for years, and they work great.
Good morning, Texas, California.
Good morning, you guys.
You have a lot of locals today, Nick. A lot from Massachusetts. It's awesome.
Yeah, let us know where you guys are from, too. I love going back and reading the comments. Whether you guys think I read them or not, I do. I find the time to go back and read the comments, and I love to see where people are from. I really do. You know, seeing people watching from Australia and stuff, that's just unbelievable to me. So all I'm doing is incorporating them throughout. Add a few more, fill in any bare spots.
That's a funny question, Nick. Does your dad craft too?
He does not. He's more of a shopper, believe it or not. You know, my grandma helps me, but my dad's more of a shopper. So sometimes he sends me pictures when I'm at school of my cart absolutely full of stuff. And I'm like, what are you doing? And he's like, I splurged. I'm sorry. So that's what he does. He's the shopper for me. So I dread telling him to go to the store and pick up one thing for me because I know that one thing turns into 15. It's like the saying with mice, every one you see, there's 10 you didn't see in your house. That's my dad. Every one piece of ribbon you see, he's hid 5 for me for my birthday. But, all right, I think one more piece and we'll be done with these. And then I'll hold it up and just show you guys the drastic change it did. So you could honestly add a few berries and a big bow and call it a day with this. As you can see, it definitely lightened it up. It added color, it added dimension, and it turned out beautiful so far. But obviously we're not going to stop there because we have so much other stuff to add. So we have the reindeer. We hot glued him in, we stapled him in. You could use bigger staples if you'd like. Just make sure that he's well secured. I also believe I'm going to be keeping this wreath as well, so that's why I didn't go overboard with it. But if I was to sell this, you bet it would be in there secure. So what I'm doing is I'm feeding the pipe cleaner through the wire frame. Can they see that? Through the wire frame, and I'm going to be attaching it like that.
Hallie says, so are you the Nick that Terry talks about?
I am the Nick that Terry talks about.
Terry's here too. Hi, Terry.
Hi, Terry. How you guys? So, like I said before, those people have been my inspiration for so long. So I am going to flip this over and tie it from the back, just easier. So they have been my inspiration for so long, and I'm just blessed to work on this collaboration with them.
Julie Samako says, looking good, Nick.
Thank you, Julie. So
You're
Julie's my inspiration, too. All right. So what you could do is take some leaves like these and just cover up the back of the glue, cover up the pipe cleaners. That's why I chose a pipe cleaner that matched.
Hi, Clara.
Trim them off. What you could also do is put one on each foot and then attach them like that. But you guys don't want to see me attach pipe cleaners all day. So we're going to do without for now. All right, so there's the reindeer. I love him. I think he's adorable. Next, what we're going to do is incorporate some of these bows. You could add all the flowers and add all the greens. I'm going to mix it up a little bit just to show you guys that you are able to, you know, use your minds and design differently. So let's insert some of these bows. So I am feeding these through the pipe cleaner, through the wire frame, and attaching them like that. So as you can see, I'm attaching directly to the wire frame. And feel free to cut them off at this point, or you could wait to the end. I typically wait to the end, and you guys also don't want to see me cut 100 pipe cleaners too, so we'll do without that for now. And as you can see, it adds just a little touch of ribbon, nothing too crazy. I wouldn't add a big bow to this. I mean, you can if you want. I just don't recommend it. I think it kind of takes away from the reindeer, and you want him to be the focus. So like I said, go throughout, add pieces like this. And in the Creator's Digest, I have my sister filming, and my sister's an amazing photographer. She loves taking pictures and videos. So she got the close-ups with my Mevo, which is a nice camera that she recorded it on. And, you know, we show you guys step by step.
Terry says you're a rock star, Nick.
Thank you, Terry. And if you guys have any questions whatsoever about Creator's Digest and we miss them, we have the other collaborators in this video in the comment section answering any questions you may have. So feel free to post questions. We will get back to you. So I'm even incorporating a few on the sides. Like I said before, just hints of ribbon is amazing. Doesn't have to be overboard. Just incorporate them throughout. Make sure you twist 4 or 5 times. You don't want the pipe cleaners coming undone.
Can you repeat the link for this project, Nick?
This project, or
Yes, it says this project.
the link for this, the material list and step-by-step process for this exact wreath is in the comment section as well. I did a blog post for Hometalk with that. So I even did a few with just one loop, you guys. So the link is in the comment section for that. If you're referring to Creator's Digest, you can go to creatorsdigest.com. We did provide a link, a Hometalk affiliate link. Hometalk is an affiliate for Creator's Digest. It is in the comment section as well. It's the first comment. Alright, so keep adding these little bits of ribbon.
How did you make the bows, Nick?
So what I did was I cut between 22 and 26 inches of ribbon. You could even do less, you could do more. And then I just added random loops. Typically I did 1 or 2 loops. I don't think I did any with 3. I wasn't too particular with the size. You could just cut however you see, just estimate it. But
Yes, it is burlap ribbon.
Yep,
Nick?
burlap ribbon, exactly. So just keep incorporating these two out. It is very thick ribbon, which is my preference for ribbon. I think the thicker the ribbon, the better the hold. So obviously Jacobsen has high quality products, and this is no exception. This ribbon's amazing. I love working with it. They have 2 sizes. I don't know what I did with the other size, but it's 2.5 inch ribbon, and it's the same style, and it's just as beautiful. So I was debating using that or this, but I ended up with the 1.5.
Are the white branches from a spray?
They are. They are from a pick from Jacobsen's as well. I believe this is the number 47389 if you want to purchase that. Very reasonably priced for the amount of tips you get. As you can see, we only used about like 1.
What's on the edges of the ribbon, Nick?
Well, I mean, there's nothing on the edges, but I did trim them so that they have an angle, if that's what you're referring
No,
to.
I think they're talking about the white stuff.
Oh, this is just like a...
Fake snow or something like that?
I mean, it's a type of ribbon, I think, I guess. It's a type of stitch. There's different styles. They have it in red, green, emerald green, lime green, but it's just a stitch. I chose this ribbon for the fact that it matches the picks, as you can see, look. So I thought it looked nice with the snow. But if you wanted to mix it up, they have different colors.
Wendy said I made my first wreath from one of your Christmas videos.
Aww.
I thought I could. Thank you.
You can. I'm telling you, all of you guys that are... How many people are watching right now?
4,000.
4,000. All 4,000 of you are capable of making this. I love hearing that. I hear so many different success stories, in a sense, from all of you guys that message me and post to my wall saying that I've inspired you. And, Dad, tell them how excited I get every time I hear it.
Very excited.
Very excited. But, yeah, feel free to share this with somebody that you think wants to be crafty and they just don't know how. Because it's very easy. Okay.
So again, all the materials that Nikki's using
Yep.
today came from Jacobsen's Floral in Boston, Mass. If you want
So
to
we
thank
added
them.
that there. Let's add a few pieces like this. What I did with these is I did the same thing, and all I did was I rolled them up. So let me show you. So this is the same ribbon that you see I've been using, and all I did was just roll it up for some texture. Just like that.
Can you talk a little more about Creators Digest, Nick?
Yep. So Creators Digest is a collaboration with 5 designers, including myself. And we all got together and we decided, let's create something amazing and teach, newbies and all these different people how to, decorate their homes for the holidays and do it, beautifully. So we created a video that has 5 tutorials within it, and it's available for purchase, and we teach you guys how to make wreaths, mantle, a tree, a lamppost, and what was the other thing? A centerpiece.
I'll tell you guys, being Nick's dad, obviously I'm biased. I think Nick's the best, but I got to see this video and I couldn't pick a favorite. All 5 of these creations are absolutely phenomenal.
They're just amazing.
Julie, Damon, Clara, and Terry are just so talented.
That's why I keep saying I'm just in shock that, we all collaborated together, because these guys, they know what they're talking about. So I'm incorporating a few of those where I twisted the ribbon kind of funky in the wreath. And we have a few more that we could add. So it's not overwhelming, this ribbon. As you can see, it's not like a giant bow in your face sticking out. Just little touches of ribbon here and there.
Where do we purchase, Nick?
You could go to the link and purchase it. It's in the first comment section. Again, it's only available for a handful of days. I believe the portal closes next Wednesday. So if you do want to order it and you want to decorate for the holiday season, I recommend you do so as soon as possible. Don't forget, don't hesitate. They are flying like crazy. So don't hesitate, because once it's closed, it's, that's it. No more sales. You guys can't get your hands on these videos anymore.
Yes, Jacobson's does sell online.
Yep, they do. They sell in the United States. All right, so I want to add the last 2 just because I have them.
Nick, you're so good. How did you get into decorating? Vanessa wants to know.
I've always wanted a nice home, as a lot of you guys do too. I've always been one of those kids that, whenever I went to my friends' homes and their houses were either dirty or, poorly decorated, I've always not liked that. So I've always wanted my house to be nice. So, I did find a spruce tree in my front yard, and my front door didn't have a wreath on it. So that's how it started with Nick's Seasonal Decor. But, I've always wanted a nice house. I've always decorated my house. One year, I just remember my sister wanted to decorate the tree, and she wanted to stick like these tacky Barbie ornaments on it. And I swear I had a heart attack. I said, no, don't do that. So what we did was we compromised. We did 2 trees. We did a nice one, like, done professionally in a sense. And then we did a tree with all the Hallmark ornaments and, stuff like that. But I just remember that as a kid. All right, so let's add the 3 hydrangeas now, get them out of the way. So these are a frosted hydrangea, which blend beautifully with the ribbon and the snow from the snow branches. So, I wouldn't use these if they were just solid hydrangea. I think they'd be overwhelming. But when they're covered in snow, they are perfect. So what I'm going to do is just trim them slightly and use my hot glue. Again, if you have any questions about Creators Digest, the link is in the comment section. It's the first link. And, I have the other collaborators in here discussing it, answering your questions. So what I'm doing is I'm placing these 3 in a triangle formation. I typically like to work in 3s. It's not a hardcore rule. It's not set in stone. There's ways around that. But I do like working in 3s for the most part. So what I'm doing here is I'm just using a scrap stick from one of these branches and being quite generous with the hot glue. As you can see, it's on a medium heat, so it's very thick. It's kind of like taffy in a sense. But make sure it's on a medium heat so that, you don't burn yourself, because I burned myself and it's not fun at all.
Hi, Christine. All the supplies that Nikki's using today came from Jacobson's Floral. They sponsored this creation today.
Yep, they did. So all of this stuff did come from Jacobson. All right, we have one more here that we'll incorporate right there. So in a kind of like a triangle formation, doesn't have to be exact, but let's incorporate some of these berries now. So these are kind of snow covered too. They're not the super harsh berries that you guys see sometimes in stores, or the very cheap looking ones. These are very high quality in my opinion. I love them. So what I'm going to do with these is do the same thing that you see me do with the hydrangeas. Place them throughout, like that. And we have a lot of these to work with.
Have you posted the supply list for this wreath, Nick?
Yep, it's in the comments section. It is a blog post for Hometalk, so feel free to go to Hometalk and view it. I took you step by step in creating this wreath. Alright, so we have more berries over here that we're going to incorporate. And this adds the perfect pop of color, I think.
Hi, Damon.
Hi, Damon. So incorporate these. And feel free to mix up the colors. Just because I'm using red and whites and soft lime greens does not mean you have to. As a lot of you guys know that have been following me for a while, red is my color. So I did want to steer clear from using all red. So we're just accenting it with berries.
What is the kind of glue that you like, Nick?
I like AdTech glue sticks. I use it all the time. That's my favorite. But I just chop them up into pieces. I don't use a glue gun anymore. I know. It just, it hurt my hands after using it for so long. Because this thing is on all day. I'm working on it all day long. And, squeezing a glue trigger took a toll on my hands. Alright, so I'm incorporating these throughout like I did on this half. But now we're doing it on this half. I'm being quite generous with the hot glue.
This wreath is beautiful.
Thank you. And you can make it too. I'm telling you right now. And if you want to access this video again and you don't know how to do that, simply share this video onto your page. And in doing so, you'll always be able to find it on your page. Both me and Hometalk's pages get flooded. We post all the time. And, it's sometimes hard to find things. So what I'm doing with this is I'm cutting into smaller pieces, just to add a few pieces in the front. So both me and Hometalk's page do get flooded. So the best way to have access to this video is sharing it on your own page. So you can always go back and refer to it. And we also really appreciate the shares too. It helps us reach as many people as we possibly can. And it lets Hometalk know that you guys like me. So if you do like me, please share this video so that we can reach as many people as possible. Alright, so that's what we have with the berries. We have one more here that I want to place there.
He's dipping the picks in a glue skillet.
I'm dipping them in the glue skillet. Just like this. Can they see?
Yeah. What's the name brand of that glue skillet, Nick?
This is Surebonder. Okay, so now we have some of these. Look at these frosted leaves. Aren't these awesome? So all I'm going to do is dip these in hot glue as well. And place those throughout. The same way we've been working with everything else. And we have some of those to work with. I love these giant hydrangea leaves. So I'm not necessarily placing them just behind the hydrangeas. These are hydrangea leaves, but I'm filling in any bare spots that need a little bit of white with these leaves. So right here, that happens to be behind the hydrangea, but I see a bare spot here that we'll place one. Right here. And in just doing so, it brings so much color right there. But if you guys have any questions about this, feel free to ask them.
Do you have a Facebook page, Nick?
I do. Nick's Seasonal Decor. I do. I love my Facebook page. I have the greatest followers. A lot of which came from Hometalk. So if you're watching me right now, know that you are appreciated. Alright, so we have 2 more of these hydrangea leaves. We'll just place those throughout as well. Okay, so we have some of these variegated leaves that we'll incorporate now. I cut these kind of long. I did like the little bit of whimsical touch once I twisted it. So I did cut them long. And we'll just incorporate those.
Julie will be on Nick's page today at noon.
Yep, she will. we'll be interviewing Julie Simacco of Southern Charm Wreaths. So feel free to check out my page, Nick's Seasonal Decor. Julie will be on it at noon Eastern Standard Time. So even these I'm trying to incorporate in the same motion as the greens. That's just typically how I like to work on my wreaths. Just a preference. So these, like I said, just bend them so that they have a little bit of dimension.
Where do you buy your flowers at, Nick?
All of these flowers came from Jacobson in Boston. But you can pick up flowers anywhere. Hobby Lobby, Michael's.
When do you know when there's too much when you're building your wreath?
When you step back and you're like, ooh, I gotta take that out. But for this style, I kind of want it to be over the top, personally. I did post a picture. If you want to see a picture, I posted on my site, Nick's Seasonal Decor, my Facebook page, and you can see the final product. If you are hesitant to wait, or just can't wait to see what it looks like, I did post a picture of the final product, both on my page, Nick's Seasonal Decor, and on the blog post. I created a blog post. So feel free to check out either one, or both. But if you do like me on Hometalk, I love being on Hometalk, so I hope that you guys like me being on Hometalk. If you do like me to be on Hometalk and want to see me on Hometalk again, please share this video, like this video. My favorite face is the wow face, as a lot of you guys know. So give me the wow face on this video, and it'll let Hometalk know that you guys want me to come back.
Where do you get the glue sticks from, Nick?
I order them in bulk from the place where they create them. You know, we live in Massachusetts here, and the warehouse is up in New Hampshire, a half-hour drive. So we order them in bulk. We have 50 pounds of glue sitting behind me in boxes. So we buy a lot of it. And like I said, you don't want to skimp on the glue. You know, it's not cheap. It's not a cheap product. Believe it or not, glue's not cheap. But you don't want to skimp on it just because it's expensive. It's the foundation for a beautiful wreath. It's the concrete. You know, it binds everything together.
Where could these guys buy this glue, though? They can get, I think, in Joann's, can't they? Or?
Joann's, AC Moore, Hobby Lobby. Hometalk can provide a link if they would like. But it is, you know, at most stores. I'm pretty sure Walmart carries it. It's just my go-to. I know a lot of different designers use different glue, but I just like working with it. Okay, so a few more pieces of this. You do want to make them look a little natural, so bend them, curve them. And like I said, Creator's Digest, we are so proud of it. That's why I keep talking about it. I'm very, very proud of it. I know the other designers are so proud of what we have accomplished. It is available for purchase just for the next few days. Hometalk's a part of the affiliate program. They provided a link in the comments section where you could purchase it. Like I said, you don't want to wait. We only have a few more days, and then once the portal's closed, it is closed. We are not going to be releasing it after that. So make sure you get it while you still can. At least get it, you know, so you can decorate for the holidays. It's coming up really fast. Black Friday is only, what, 2 weeks away? Thanksgiving is only 2 weeks away? It's crazy. Alright, so one more piece of this, and then I see a few of these leaves. I'm just going to place them in just so I don't have to put them in my basket full of everything. Because I have baskets full of greens, full of flowers, scraps. And I always save them because you never know if you use them, but, you know, it's getting a little out of hand. I have so many different products to use. So here's the jute balls. If you want to incorporate these, you just snip off the cord. You don't need that. Take a generous amount of hot glue. Now load it up. Don't be cheap with your hot glue. You could be cheap with your flowers. You could be cheap with your materials. Don't be cheap with the hot glue.
What size wreath was that, Nick, when you started?
This was roughly a 24-inch wreath, I believe. However, with the branches, it extended further. But I recommend between a 24 and a 30-inch wreath for this design. So like I said at the beginning, you can reinforce the reindeer a little bit better. Just for time's sake, I didn't want to do that.
How much is the designer package?
It is $47. The value is $147. You know, you get 5 exclusive tutorials. So figure like less than $10 a tutorial. How can you beat that? What can you buy for less than $10 than an in-depth tutorial? I think that's very cheap. And we take you guys step by step. So like I said, the link is provided in the comment section. And they make great gifts. You know, they do. So share this with somebody that you think might like it. Share the information, the link, where they could purchase it. Alright, so that's what the ornaments, you could place them differently. Like I said, you could use these, you could use red ornaments, whatever you want to substitute. I thought these were a little too large and a little too bright for my liking, but if that's your preference, feel free to use them. Like I said, you will, if you go to Jacobson in person, you will be blown away with the amount of stuff. It'll take you hours to shop, but they also have a website with all different stuff as well. And here's the final product.
Gorgeous.
Give me some hearts, some shares, some thumbs up if you like this. My favorite face is the wow face, so please give me the wow face. Yeah, I think it turned out beautiful. Again, we did a collaboration, me and 4 other top designers, where we teach you guys how to make beautiful designs like this on our Creator's Digest. And if you are interested in that, Hometalk has an affiliate link. It's the first comment in the video. And we hope that you guys enjoyed as much as we did creating it. I thank you guys for watching this video today. I think it turned out beautiful. I hope you guys, at least attempt something like this. I know you guys can make it. And feel free to check out my page, Nick's Seasonal Decor. Share photos with me on my page. Share photos in this video on Hometalk's page. And I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you, Jacobson. Thank you for all of you guys that are watching. And I'll see you guys next Saturday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you.